Hey there, everybody. How you doing? We got a David and Waylon in the chat so far. How you guys doing today? We are back on Carpathian Countryside. This is our community multiplayer server, and you see we're in November, at the end of November. So we're gonna do a little bit of we're gonna do a little selling today. I think we're gonna get some of these bells going. And then we have some eggs down here I think we're going to get rid of too. So yeah, just kind of tidying up, getting ready for the winter here on the server. And hopefully some of the profits will start to flow in. Hey there, Jim. How you doing? And if anybody wants to jump in on the server, feel free. It is a community server. You can find the info on my Discord. The link is in the video description. So we ended up getting a fuel trailer here for the farm. There was a contract, someone had picked up a cotton harvesting contract. And, well, the harvester ran out of fuel, so picked up this fuel trailer so that we could have it here on the farm. So this is not my normal time for streaming, but did a little project around the house. Actually took a few days off of work for the holiday celebration here in the US. We got the 4th of July coming up next week, and so got today and Monday off as well as Tuesday. So did a little project outside this morning, and it's so hot down here today. Got done with that and decided I am done working outside for the day, so figured I would just jump in and do a little live stream here today. Hadn't been able to do that in a little while, so figured it was a good opportunity to do so. Hopefully you guys have, if you could just let me know the audio and video is good, I'd appreciate that. It should be. No settings have been changed lately. And we are trying something a little bit different today. We have been running the chat with the members, well, not members only, but subscribers only. I turned that back off today because I just want to make sure that everybody's getting an opportunity to chat, even if they're not a subscriber. All right, Waylon, no problem. And so I've turned it back to everybody can chat, so hopefully we don't get to spam today. Be a little test to see if that shows back up. I do have some other settings to try and alleviate that. Thank you, David. Yeah, it is very, very hot down here. Yesterday it was about 96 or 97 degrees, I think. Today is supposed to be as hot, or maybe a little hotter, tomorrow as well. So we are not getting any relief, I don't believe, until sometime next week. Alright, do we have any eggs in the building? Yes, we do. So let's see if we can get this telehandler swung around without taking the mirror off. It's a little bit tight with the telehandler. Probably would be a little easier to get this out with a forklift or something, but it does work. Hopefully all of you guys are having a great Friday. It was the end of the work week for most people. Normally I would be working as well, but like I said, decided to take a few vacation days just to have a long weekend with a holiday. Normally I do like to take my time off in the fall. That is my favorite time of the year. But I just needed a break. It's been busy around the house and just a lot of things going on, so decided to take a little break. Hey, Pleasant View. How you doing there, buddy? Alright. Ooh, almost lost that one. Almost lost it. There we go. That looks good. Let's go ahead and park this back over here in the shed. Now, something else we're going to do today is actually hold the folks on the Discord server in the multiplayer chat and ask if anybody would have any objection to removing the fences and the walls around this farm. So we're going to do that a little bit later on. We're going to open things up a bit. Ooh, that's a little shaky. There we go. We are getting, hopefully soon getting to be able to expand a bit, so I wanted to open it up some. And so that's what we're going to do. I did test it out on a personal save just to make sure it wouldn't mess up anything. And I don't think it will. So we're going to do that here in just a few minutes. But first, let's get these eggs sold. It looks like we're going to the transport company, and I don't know exactly. I think that's down in the town. Yeah, it's down here. All right, let's head down that way. The Pleasant View, you still have the calves or the cows. So that's awesome. I know a couple years ago, I think you had chatted about that and said you had some cows that you were taken care of, so good to see you're still sticking with that. Hopefully it's going well for you. I know that is a lot of work. And you can't take a break from it. This is non-stop every day. Oh boy, you know what? This truck's a little bit twitchy with the controller. Let me swap over to the steering wheel here. Try and be a little smoother. So yeah, the folks have been on the server and have been doing a lot of contracts. We've harvested all our fields for the fall and got a couple cuttings of grass. We have a lot of silage in the shed, so hopefully that is going to be a big payday. Awesome, 20 years, wow. That is a long time. Yeah, armpit. It didn't happen. Didn't happen. Almost did. If I'd have kept going, it may have. Yeah, the suspension on this TLX is a little bit soft, so it does tend to rock a bit, and it can get a little out of control at times. There you go, Pleasant View. Well, you know what? That's awesome, because you had a dream, you stuck with it, and made it work out. So kudos to you living the American dream. Oh, what is going on? I can't hear the truck. I hear the audio. Is the truck running? Do you guys hear the truck? That is very strange. Why don't I hear it? Hang on, maybe my... Oh, I bumped the mic. Hold on one second. Huh, I had a bad connection on my headphones plugged into the speakers. I hear it now. Hey there, Zombie Doctor. All the way from Scotland. Well, welcome to the stream. A very wet and cold Scotland. Well, you know what? I would trade you right now for some of that. It is very hot and muggy here, so yeah, it is. It's been rough the past few days. Yeah, as I was speaking a few minutes ago, it is, I think 96 yesterday here, and it's going to be that hot again today at least. I think we sell this over here. No? Where do we sell this? Does anybody know where the sell location is? Oh, I know. I think I know where it is. Oh, wait a minute. There it is right here. There we go. Well, that's awesome, David. You got a lifetime of hard work poured into that farm, so that's a good deal. Yeah, I'm hoping at some point all the stars align and things pull together as they need to happen at some point in the future, hopefully the near future. I'll be able to relocate back to a rural area and hopefully get a little farm myself, even if it's a little hobby farm, just to do some things. Want to have my kids kind of grow up, experience that a bit. I know I grew up out in a rural area and it was pretty neat. You got to do some things that most kids wouldn't normally get to do, and so hopefully I can make that happen here soon before they get too old. Yeah, there we go, armpit. Just for you. Wrap the front end around that guard railing there. And I was even using the steering wheel too, so poor driving. Same here, Pleasant View. It's funny the things you get to do on the farm. You know, driving a truck, driving tractors. I was probably actually driving tractors before vehicles myself. So we did have this grass field right here, and we did get a cutting off of that. Maybe 2 cuttings, I can't remember for sure. So that actually worked out really well, replanting that after we harvested the wheat. So that was, I think, a good thing to do. Alright, so we're back down here at the farm. There you go. Well, it's something, armpit. We didn't have a riding lawnmower until I was probably 12 or 13, and where we lived prior to that point, we had about an acre or so, but then there was a part between us and our grandmother's house that was about a half acre, maybe an acre, and I cut all of that normally with a push mower. So yeah, it was a welcome thing to get a riding mower. Why is this truck bed not cleaning up? There we go. Didn't have the sprayer in the right spot. Alright, let's get the truck pulled away. And I think what we'll do right now is we'll go ahead and let's get rid of some of these walls. But before we do that, I just want to make sure we're not... Oh my goodness. that may be overkill for this map. That may be overkill. Alright, so I did test this out. Hopefully it doesn't mess up being on the server, but we're going to delete the fences and the walls from around the farm. So let's see if I can get them selected correctly. So this one right here, hopefully this works. Whew, okay, it did. All right, let's get rid of this wall. All right, it's looking good. Now I did delete the bunker silo that was right here, so that opened up a little space. And let's see, let's get rid of this wall here. And I actually like this map. I like the detail, but I think that we're going to need to expand this farm at some point. So getting these walls knocked down and open this yard up a bit is going to help out. So we're going to take this one down as well. That actually got rid of those lights too, but that's okay. But the biggest one that I want to get rid of is this one right here. Now it is going to get rid of these lights, but this one right here, we got a lot of space back here that we could expand. We could take these trees out and then expand out this way. So I think that's going to be the most helpful one. And now we can get around here if we need to maneuver a little bit better without some of this decorations that was here. Not that the decorations are bad. I do like this map, but I think that's going to work out just a little bit better for us. Opens up the yard a bit, gets rid of some of the stuff and the walls. I like that. That works. All right, so we got that done. So what can we sell? We don't have anything to do. Let me actually bump around through all the vehicles. I'm not sure what's going on and where everything is. Oh, this one's out here in the field. We'll go ahead and bring this back to the yard. I do think that once we get some of this sold, I think we're going to probably buy another plot of land. Oh, what's going on here? Why not? I can't steer. What is going on? That was very strange. I had no traction on the front of this tractor. That was strange. Well, I still don't have much. What is going on here? We might need some weight on the front of this thing. What is going on? You know what? Let me disconnect this. Let's just reconnect. See? There we go. It's like it was just bound up or something. That was weird. That was weird. Alright, we get this cleaned off while we're here. Try to keep everything tidy. Yeah, some WD-40 would help. Maybe a little grease on the linkages. Tell you, I've really enjoyed this tractor. The only thing I wish is that that light bar up at the top would work. But other than that, it's actually been a really nice tractor. And again, if any of you guys are on the stream want to join in, by all means jump in. We don't have too many mods installed on this playthrough, so it would be probably everything you already have. And feel free to jump in and help out. This is a community server that I've created, and it's also being provided by Nitrado, so I do want to thank them as well. I say that just as we have a bunch of server lag. Alright, let's get this backed in here. Hopefully I can squeeze it in between that tanker and the baler. Professional backing right there. Professional. All right, so let's see what we have to sell and where the prices are the best. So we'll take a look at the menu here. So we sold the eggs. We do have a little bit of wool, but I don't think we have enough to worry about selling. And April is actually the best time to sell that, so we'll hold on to that. Actually, we were in a good peak for the eggs, so that was a good time to sell it. So we do have some things here that we have gotten from our harvest and from some contracts. So we do have some corn. Let's see. Now, I think we're going to hold on to that till December. Sorghum. We are getting close. Nice. We could put it on the train. I think we'll hold on to that as well. Have a little bit of oats. I think we'll hold on to that. And then we have a whole bunch of wheat here. And the best time is December 754. Yeah, so we'll hold on to that as well. But the silage that we have and straw. So let's take a look at the straw. 86 at the peak. We're pretty close. And then the silage, let's see, 342 at the peak in January. But we can actually get that from the animal dealer right now. Tell you what, let's sell a little bit of silage. I'm going to tag that. I think I know where it is, but we'll go ahead and tag it. I think it's down there. Actually, maybe not be. Where is the animal dealer? Ah, it's down there by the shop. Whew, that's a trek. I wonder how much Jenny Oldstein's farm is selling at $338. You know what? That ain't that much different. Well, let's just take it there. It'll be much, much quicker. All right, let's go hop in the tractor. Hey there, Farmer Groot. Glad you can make it to the stream. So we did get rid of the 2 trailers that we had, and we have upgraded our hay hauling wagon, I guess you could say. Let's see, where is this trigger? Where is the trigger? There we go. Alright, what do we have here? We need silage. There we go. We'll sell, let's just go ahead and get all 45 out. I don't know if it'll, oh my goodness, it did populate them all. We have so many bales in here. I mean, this thing is full. Now that's odd. We have some that are wrapped in white and then some in red. Oh, we're full. Almost run over a bale. Yeah, no kidding, Farmer Groot. That's I'm glad it's Friday as well. May should have used the case. This tractor is struggling just a little bit up this hill. So I'm pretty excited. We've been kind of being a little frugal on this playthrough so far. We've done a lot of contracts, a lot of silage wrapping, but I think that it's fixing to, I think things are fixing to turn. I think we can expand a bit, maybe buy another tractor, and hopefully start moving things along pretty good, because I think our goal, we are trying to get all 3 farms on this playthrough, so we have quite a bit to buy. But before we start buying the other farms, we do need some more land to actually farm. So I think that's what we're going to do. Probably this field right behind our other field, this one right here, might be a good next purchase. It is a rather large field, located close to the farm, so might be a good purchase to pick up, and that'll give us a lot more area to do some farming. Oh boy, got a little squirrely there. Hey there, John Deere Simulations. Welcome to the chat and the stream. Wasn't sure how many folks I would end up getting here as middle of the day on a Friday, but I'm glad to see you all in the stream. I do appreciate you. Oh, let's see. No, we're not going there. Let's back up. We're selling bales, not grain, so that is up here in the front. Oh, there's a little sign right here. What does that say? Huh. The little details, I tell you. Alright, so we're at 316. We have this load of silage to sell. Let's see what we get. $52,000. Not too bad. Let's get this one back on. What? No. What kind of message is that? What is... Have you guys ever gotten that before? It has to be fully loaded to unload it? That doesn't make any sense. What in the world? Huh. Well, I don't know what to do. I guess we're going to let it ride back with us. That is very strange. I mean, deattach, reattach. That is odd. I've never got that message before. So this is actually Farmer Groot's favorite map so far. Well, that is very cool. I am actually really enjoying it myself. And Armpit, you're still at work, Armpit? Oh my goodness, we got to do something about that. Yeah, John Deere, this is the base game map. I have not made any modifications. This is actually on a crossplay multiplayer server. So it's just one straight off mod hub. Yeah, I tried that, Johnny. I hit Y. That did not work. I tried every combination of unloading. That's very strange. Armpit, geek's got a geek. Well, nothing wrong with that. A little bit of a drive back here to the farm, but not too far. Wondering if hopefully it'll pick up these other bells. I hope this thing is not glitched out. Oh, there we go. It's picking up the other bells. Well, that's very strange. But I wonder if I can unload it here. Let's see what happens. Just try. Oh, let's see. Well, I unloaded here. Well, that is very, very odd. Very odd indeed. Yeah, that must have just been a little glitch. Somehow or another it got glitched. Alright, so let's grab some more let's see, those are... What size bells were those? Were those 5,000 liters? I think they were. Let's see what else we have. We don't have any more 5,000 liter bells, but we do have some straw. Let's go ahead and sell that too. Why not? Although I don't think all of them will fit on the trailer, but we'll see. Ah, that's wrong size bell. These must have been a bigger bell. Well, pooey. Let's just go and sell these. Well, you know what? I'm only at 64%. I got to figure out what size bells these are. Was anybody paying attention? $5,500 liters. Oh, that was oh, that's what happened. Because those were 5,000 liters. So, well, we don't have anything else that we can load up anyway. So we're just going to have to take this load as is. John Deere, yeah, you know, you can make some area. The farms are fairly well built out, but you could expand. There's some wooded areas. You can make some placeables go down, no problem. May have to cut into a field or something like that. Come on, get up the hill. So is there anybody that's in the chat right now have any big plans for the weekend? I know we have the 4th of July is next Tuesday, so for all of us in the US, we'll be watching fireworks. If you live in neighborhoods, you'll hear fireworks for two or 3 days before and after the holiday. I'm sure a lot of barbecues will get fired up. I actually have a couple of pork butts I'm going to smoke this sometime this weekend. Hey John Deere, I don't know if I have that set up, but the Discord link is in the video description. Should be, anyway. Hey, that sounds fun, Jim. Going to do a little bit of river activities. That'll be nice and cool. Armpit's looking forward to doing some mowing. I tell you, with as much as the heat is down here, it's probably going to do a number on the yards. Scorching the grass. Oh, I overshot that. I was looking at the chat. So this load here is going to get us really close to $400,000. Not bad. We hit it, 402. How about that? Very, very nice. So we do have some money. Now, we still have a ton of silage that we need to sell, but what I'm wondering, let me look at the prices here real quick. So we are here at Jenny Olstein's, $338. Could get a little bit more. Well, I guess we're pretty close. It's not going to matter too much. Might as well keep selling it. I was wondering if we shouldn't bump on over into December, but I think we'll just keep rolling through November and see what happens here. There you go, David. Smoking some tenderloins and ribs. Sounds fantastic. Although building the porch roof part doesn't. Yeah, hopefully it cools down a bit, because if it is this hot for us on the 4th, this is going to make it miserable. Really miserable. Woo! I actually think the folks over like in Texas have had it even worse than us, and I can't imagine. Oof. There you go, RB. Just taking it easy. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, we got you, I think it's around 86 right now here, Farmer Groot, so we got you by a little bit, but yeah, it is warm, very humid. Okay, let's see what we have here. We got the straw. I think these are 5,000 liters. Let's see what else we have that's 5,000 liters. We had we got all kinds of different things in here, so you know what, I'm not gonna sell the straw right now. Let's do something here real quick. Let's put that back in the silo, and then we'll start getting some of the smaller bales. Yeah, we've changed the size that we have made a couple times through this playthrough, so we've got a good different number of bales in the silo. Let's see if we can just... Oh. We're just going to get this in here best we can. How about that? That works. See if we can get all 4. There we go. Oh, Johnny Popper's going to Miami. Look out, Miami. Not a place I enjoy very much. South Florida is just, to me, too busy. It is too busy. You know, that's what I'm thinking about, Farmer Groot, is well, the few trees that we have there behind the sheep here, the sheep and the chickens back there, probably can take those out and expand a bit. If nothing else, put another shed in or something, because we don't have a lot of storage. Although we may be able to put a shed back here now. I don't know, we'll see. Alright, let's get some more of these bales out. Let's see, we have... Let's get these silage bales out, and then these here. Let's see what else. These, and that, and that. So those should all go on the trailer. Those are all 3,500 liter bales. So although one of them looks different, maybe it won't. John Deere simulations, you're in the Discord. Yeah, so in the Discord, there is a multiplayer server info channel. You'll just need to click the thumbs up to agree to that rules and everything. And then go ahead and it should open up a channel that gives you the info to join. Alright, so I'm going to do something here. We're going to do something a little bit different to try and get these bales in one trip. Yeah, I can only imagine, Johnny. You know, some of you guys that drive the trucks, I don't know how you do it, to be honest with you. People are so inconsiderate on the roads, and on top of that, the trucks and trailers that you have to maneuver on some of these tight roads. I don't envy you guys at all. That's got to be a lot of stress. I tell you what. There we go. How about that? Now, the only thing, I don't know that this trailer has straps. So it may not work. We might not make it. I have to drive carefully. RB's in Huntsville. That's just up the road. Just up the road. I like the Huntsville area. That whole North Alabama area, actually, I like. It's got a little bit of hills, but not too many. It's a nice place. Oh man, Old Blue, yeah, I know Birmingham is tough sometimes. I've done some stints up that way with my job, off and on, and yeah, it can be rough, especially that I think it's 280. Man, that is a rough road to get in and out on. Oh boy, they are sliding. All right. Oh, they're wiggling. They're wiggling. Let's see. Hang on. Let me turn. Let's see where we're at. Transport position. Operating position. Okay, so I don't have straps. I don't know that we're going to make it. They are not happy. Oh boy. We're not going to make it. Oh my goodness. What is that? Whoa. That... The bells just exploded me forward. Alright, I'm just getting away from them things. They're bad news. Oh boy. Well, I guess we're just taking this. Yeah, John Deere, I actually did a little preview when DJ was releasing that map. I have actually done a little bit of personal play on it. I was going to try to do a series on it, but just haven't had the time. So yeah, it is a pretty good map. It's well done. He did a great job on it. Oh yeah, old blue. Yeah, the 280. That's the bear. We'll get down here and sell these. We'll, I guess, go pick them other ones up. Oh, back and forth, back and forth. But it's just a little bit of cleanup that we got to do, so it's okay. Once we get kind of situated with our baling, we won't have this issue, I don't believe. Another 10 grand, almost 11,000. And we have a lot of silage still to go. So I think we're going to be doing really well after we end up getting all this sold. My settings on my steering wheel is just a little bit too sensitive. I got a little bit of a dead zone that I have to get through, and then it kind of yanks over, so I need to do a little tweaking, I think, on my settings. Actually, if you guys have been following along on this series, basically have been doing this entire series. Well, it's not really a series, but been doing the streaming on this map. Streamed a number of times from it, and I have been having issues with the lag. I've struggled with lag issues. Done some testing, actually. I tried pinging the server, and you know that looks good. I just keep getting these lag spikes in game. So I actually ended up, I don't know if this is gonna help. I don't think it will, but I actually ended up lowering some of my graphics settings just to try and help with that, and still ended up having some spikes. But best I can tell, it normally happens when I'm doing grass work, when I am mowing or raking. So that's very odd to me. I don't know why the grass work is causing the lag spikes like they are. So I'm still working on it. So far we only had the one there in the farmyard. But if I turn on my HUD there, or the map HUD, you see I'm at 35 milliseconds. You know, so that's pretty good. I'll leave it on for a second, see if we get any spikes. So I've been struggling with that. That has been very frustrating. It wouldn't be so bad if I was just playing, but trying to stream and that happens. It's not not good on my end. Although sometimes it tends to make for some pretty comical content if I end up wrecking. Oh yeah, RB, this time of year, everybody's flocking to Florida, trying to go to Disney World and the beach. And it's funny, you know, me as a Floridian, I don't even like the beach. I like going fishing out in the salt water. If I'm on a boat, I'm fine. But to just go out to the beach and lay out there and bake, turn into a lobster, that ain't for me. I just don't enjoy it too much. I've grown up close enough to the beach to go pretty much anytime I ever wanted to, and I really haven't gone very much. I just never cared for it too much. But yeah, it's interesting. A lot of folks I know down here is, you know, summer times you think, oh, we're going to the beach. No. A lot of Floridians end up going north to get away from it all. Now, not everybody's like that. There are some folks who live on the beach that really enjoy it, but that's not for me. But yeah, the tourist traffic, that is so frustrating because they don't know where they're going. And they'll have the blinker on and not turn for 3 or 4 roads. Or don't use their blinker. I mean, you know, hey, we'll just turn when we want to. Now y'all getting me fired up about traffic. Tourist. Oh boy. So I tell you, I did finally get a chance to look at the Hay and Forge Pack DLC that just released. And well, I was always taught to not really say anything if you don't have anything nice to say. I guess I'll just leave it at that. It's kind of a little disappointing. Not sure how you guys think about it. Alright, we're going to leave that bell right there for now, because that is just one bell. We could probably pick it up later on when we get some of the bigger bells on here. Oh yeah, sheep. Oh, they're talking to me. They're talking to me. Alright, so it's starting to get later in the day. I think we can probably make another trip or so before this day's over. Let me double check, make sure we hadn't tanked the price. Nope. 336. Nope, still looking good. So we'll keep on rocking. Yeah, Armpit, I'm kind of feeling the, you know, there's been a couple DLCs that was okay, but this one just kind of, I don't know, didn't care for it too much. Alright, so let's see what we have here. I think, so we have a bunch of straw, but we're going to wait on that. Let's go ahead and grab some of these silage bells here. So 50 is the most you can spawn at once. You know, I never tried that John Deere, the Pumps and Hoses DLC. That was one I did not, never purchased it. Just didn't appeal to me too much. Now, you know, if I have, you know, I could try it and maybe like it, but everything I saw on it just, you know, I don't normally tend to use silage and manure that much for my fertilization. So I never purchased that one. Which, as a content creator, I try to purchase most everything just so that I can be on the up and up, and I just chose not to buy that one. I was hoping somebody would have gave it to me by now. But that hadn't happened, so I still don't have it. Yeah, David, I don't know that we'll actually get to the point of owning the entire map on this particular playthrough. I try to change the maps on the servers from time to time just to keep people interested. But I do think that we're going to shoot for trying to own at least all 3 of the main farms. Which, that one farm is $1 or $2 million, I think. So that's going to be a rather expensive purchase. But I think we can get there. We just need more land right now to farm. But the silage is actually working out pretty good. Making the bales and putting them in storage. That has been a winner. John Deere, did you find the server info in the Discord? Yeah, John Deere, yeah, I know that the pumps and hoses that's used for real life, and you know, probably folks that run maybe big dairy operations or things that have that exposure is probably pretty cool. But for me, just something I've never dealt with. I know there is one large dairy down here where I'm located, at least one that I'm real familiar with, and I don't know that they collect their slurry. I don't know that they do. All right, 72,000, another 72,000. So it's just never appealed to me too much. And as a matter of fact, I really don't enjoy using slurry or manure as fertilizer. It's just too convenient to use the solid. I tell you, solid fertilizer is probably my favorite because you can fill up a hopper of that and just go to town. Especially on larger maps, whenever you have large fields, you can get one of the big bradles or something like that, and it will go a long ways. A lot of times we'll do the whole field, at least, before you have to fill up again. Alright, so yeah, my pings have been pretty good, so I'm going to turn that off. Trying to stay hydrated here. I sweated quite a bit this morning doing my little project outside. So, trying to replenish. And I think what we're going to do, it is... Oop. Let's see. There we go. And let me move out of the way so I can spawn some more in. Should be starting to whittle down what we have in here, although it's still showing as full. We're still 280 bales in the shed. Alright, so we got another round there. Let's hop in here. And we'll back up and get these loaded. Oh my goodness. Pay attention. Pay attention what you're doing. Let's go ahead and turn some lights on too. It's starting to get a little dim out. It's only 3:30, but getting some shadows here. Alright, one more load down here to Jenny Olstein's farm. This will put us over $500,000. Very, very exciting. And we still have a lot of bales in the shed, so that's cool. That's really cool. All the hard work is finally paying off. Let me set the cruise control. I heard a ding a few minutes ago. Let's see what popped. Ooh, we might could upgrade our mowers. Might be something to consider. Although I was actually kind of hoping to end up with the big Crone mower. Kind of thought that would be a neat thing to purchase on this particular playthrough. I tell you, these red wrapped bells, they sure stand out. You can't miss them. Matter of fact, there's one that has rolled down the hill back there in the grass amongst the trees that we have in that field. And it's there. You can see it. Nobody's picked it up yet. But you can't miss it. There goes the train. That lady keeps walking back and forth to that barn over there. I wonder what she's doing. Probably counting sheep. Nope. Let's see what's happening here. Whoa. Another $72,000. So we're not far away from 600,000. Very cool. There are 3 pre-built farms on the map. We have the one down here. We'll take a look at the map real quick. If you're not familiar with it, this is the map. So we are down here at the bottom. We have these fields currently, but field 42 or farmland 42 is one of the pre-made farms. There is another one right here. And then the big one is up here. And of course that one, oh, $2.5 million for that one. But that one's huge. Yeah, I haven't either, Farmer Groot. That's something I've actually been toying around with. But I think that would actually be a neat challenge to do on something like No Man's Land or something like that, where the land is fairly inexpensive and you can just buy up the parcels and do what you want with it. Might be something I consider at some point in the future. Elm Creek, it's okay. It's a decent map, especially for a base game map. Not too bad. I know whenever FS22 first came out, I did a little short series on Elm Creek. Spent a little time on it before some of the mod maps started coming out. Yeah, I like having the fences going here. I think that opens it up. makes it a little bit more accessible. Yeah, that's something that every map's different. There, John Deere Simulations. Oops, sorry, I hit the mic. So you know, some map makers build that in where there's an area for placeables, and some don't. It just depends, you know, on the area, and if they're trying to be realistic, or if they're, you know, just making it a fictional type map. So there's everybody's got their own different play style, and so there's always farmland you can cut into, even if there's no designated placeables areas, or a forestry area that you could get rid of and place in that as well normally. All right, we got a rogue bell. Yeah. Yeah, my mic is right here in front of me, and occasionally I'll lift up my hand to, you know, scratch my face or grab a drink or something like that, and I'll bump it. Hopefully it doesn't come through the audio, but I'm not sure. I don't hear what is coming through my mic. I don't have that looped back, so hopefully it doesn't make too loud of a thump. I got you. Okay. Yeah, it does have the noise isolation contraption around it, so hopefully that works out a little bit. Helps. Just about missed that turn there. Alright, so this should bump us over 600. Well over 600. Very nice. Alright, so I think what we're going to do is head back down to the farm. And it's a little early, but I think we're going to go ahead and sleep. Although I have not checked what type of contracts are available. But at this point, I think contracts are not going to be as critical as they have been so far. Let's do a little in-cab view on the ride back. I do like this track or road, whatever you want to call it. Pig trail. The way he's put these little bumps and divots in it with the puddles is very, very nicely done. I think there is a house on the main farm on this map, but we ended up placing our own on this farm that we have. So one thing that has been done, the other field that we have of grass, I believe has been already fertilized. We can check that here in a moment when we get down to the farm. Now this one here, I don't think has been refertilized, but I don't know that we'll need to, because I'm sure that we're going to plow it up at some point. I was getting some stutter there. We'll just pull up right here and let's take, what is going on? My FPS is struggling right now. Woo. Turn that off. All right, so let's take a look at the map real quick and see what we have. Well, actually, it has not been fully, so we need to put fertilizer out on that field because it's just been cut. This one we're not going to worry about because we will till this in to plant something. So let's just see while we're here. 45, well, field 37, I guess it is. Farmland 45 is 487. That is a big chunk. We could buy the forest area right here to expand this field for 300, take some trees off. And then we start having these other fields. Man, the land on this map is fairly expensive. I think this is going to be the field we want to target here. Let's just check and see. Is there anything planted in it? It is cultivated, so nothing's been planted. And I think we're out of the planting time anyway. So we're not going to buy it just yet. We'll just wait just a bit. So let me check the chat here real quick. All right, John Deere, take care. Thanks for being in the chat. Appreciate you. Yeah, as far as the precision farming, you can use it in hydros and propane. I don't know. It's not built into the map as far as I know, so if you got mods, I'm sure they'll work. Yeah, armpit, I agree. That is a nice touch with the roads, how they are not being perfectly smooth. All right, so I think we're gonna go. Oh, let me check the contracts just to see what's out there. Baling. Really don't want to do any baling. And cultivating, harvesting. We could harvest, but you know what? I think what we're gonna do. Let's just go ahead and you know what? Let's put some fertilizer out real quick, and then I'll sleep. So where is the tractor over here? I'm gonna do this first, and then we'll sleep through the night. And then hopefully the silage prices actually come up a little bit more. That or our wheat price comes up and we can get some of that sold. This is already full, so that's good. I think that'll be enough to do the field. So we'll just scoot right over here. And we'll knock this out real quick. It won't take very long at all. Yeah, I thought about buying the woods right here beside this field, because we could start taking some of those trees out and really expand this field, especially down on this end directly in front of us, because that is a little bit narrow. But I don't know if the folks who have been playing want to do any logging. Of course, we don't have any logging equipment, but we could get some. But that is a possibility. I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's the red bell. They're off to the right in the woods. The one bell that got away. It's been there now for quite some time. That's got to be some really fermented silage. And for any of you guys on the video, if you will, please remember to click the thumbs up button. That really helps out the stream and the channel, helps get my content out in front of other people. I do appreciate it when you guys click the thumbs up. That helps me out tremendously. One of the easiest thing you can do for content creators that you enjoy is just clicking the like button. All right, let's get around over here. It's getting dark fast. Ooh. We'll finish this up. I don't want to run the stream too late into the night. The quality just doesn't come through very well. Alright, I'm going to stop there. We're going to run back up to the top side of this field. We'll get this and then we'll continue on around. And this spreader, I can't adjust the width on it. I'm pretty sure I can't. Let's see. No. So we do end up wasting a little bit of fertilizer with this one. So good news is we haven't had any of the spam messages in the chat so far. That's been good. I did open the chat back up to everybody. I've been running with subscribers only for a while, just to try and prevent it, but I ended up switching back on this stream just to try it, because I know there may be some folks that are watching that either don't have the ability to subscribe or just don't want to. So I do want to have the chat open to as many people as we can, because it does help me when folks are chatting. So chat away. You know, I thought about potentially taking the trees out between these two little legs of the field, but we would have to do some fairly serious landscaping there to the left to try and get that smoothed out. And I think that there are some rocks, some boulders. Matter of fact, let me check that here real quick. I think, yeah, see, yeah, we have some placed. I think that is a placed rock. Yep, there's more over here. So we wouldn't be able to get them out of there anyway, so that'll have to stay as is. Armpit. Crickets. I did hear some crickets on the map just a few minutes ago. Now that it's getting dark. It's actually getting dark rather quickly. Can't hardly see where we have been. I know if I can't see it, you guys can't either. I had to change a little setting here on my tablet that I have streaming beside me. I wanted to see how the picture, for some reason, it had to revert it down to 480p. Wanted to up the quality a bit so I could see what you guys are seeing. Yeah, it's dark. Whew. Yeah, yeah, I agree. Sometimes it seems like it just happens really fast. Unnaturally fast. Alright, we're on the home stretch now. We got this little section here down on the lower end of the field. Hopefully I can stretch it all the way across, just barely missing a little bit there. It's okay, we'll grab it, we'll spin around, and we'll swing over here. If we miss a little bit, not a big deal, but a little bit OCD on my part. I like to have it completely covered. Alright, that's looking good. One little spot here. And I believe we're done. Let me just check the map, make sure. And it looks pretty well done. So I do know there's been a couple maps, new maps coming that have been recently submitted to Giants for testing, so that's pretty exciting. We got some new content. Well, not new content, new what I'm trying to say here, new creations, I guess, that we get to try out. Always look forward to new mods and new maps. Keeps things interesting for me. Probably the same for you guys as well. Alright, we're cleaned up good. Let's pull this over into the shed. And actually, you know what, we'll go ahead and refill the spreader. I think the fertilizer is right behind us. Let's turn on the shed lights. I don't like the camera collision. I'm used to on PC having a mod that turns that off, and that just bugs me. Okay, we got that done, fertilized, and I think it is a good time to go ahead and advance the time. Let's go to 6. Give us some time. Hopefully it won't be too dark. It is still a little bit dark out, but we're starting to break day. Alright, so we are in December now. That's exciting. Let's check and see if there's any new equipment popped in. That still interests me, but I don't know. Should we upgrade our mowers? Let's see. Now that is 10 meters wide. What is the ones we have here? They are only 7. That could be something to consider, is upgrading the mowers. Now the only thing is, do these... Can you direct the swath into the middle with these? I think you can. It looks like you can. So that actually may be a good thing to purchase. I think it will be. Let's get it. You know what? Let me check. Before we do that, let's just look around before we make a major purchase here on the mowers. Let's see. This one here. So normally 75,000. Yeah, you know what? I think that is going to be a good purchase, and then we can go ahead and get the front mower. Let's do that. Let's grab the front mower. Get that. And then let's buy the used rear mower. Very good. Got a little piece of equipment. Alright, so let's see what's going on here with our prices. Let's check straw. Let's see if that's come up yet. 87. That is actually a really good price for the straw. And the silage, let's see, 337. Yeah, it's still not great. Well, let's get rid of, oh, and let's check the corn, still not good. Sorghum, 933. That still needs to come up a bit. Oats, 1123. That's actually pretty close. We can probably go ahead and, that's not much though. And then the wheat, 702 or 793 if we put it on the train. That actually looks like a really good price at the grain mill. I would use the train, but then we have to rent it and everything else. Let's just sell it to the grain mill, and I'm going to tag it because I'm not entirely sure. Oh, that's just up the road. That works out really well. All right, so we're going to use, I think we'll use the case for this part. And our trailer's right back over here. Hey, Mark. How's it going? Oops. Missed that just a bit. There we go. Oh, and I'm going to have to move some of these pieces of equipment here. Alright, we're going to load up on some wheat. We'll get that loading right there. And let me move this trailer out of the way. It is dark in this farm at night. I may have to put a light in somewhere. Let's just back that up right there. Oh, with a pizza. That sounds good. I am doing well. I appreciate it. Appreciate you asking. Hopefully you didn't have too hard of a day at work. Get to enjoy your weekend now. So let's see, this trailer holds 37,000 and what do we have, 133,000? I don't think we'll sell all of it because we can actually feed some of it to the chickens. We may keep a little bit on hand for that. So we'll have several trips over here to get this sold. And man, that is a load. Might need to do a little repair here. It's struggling up that hill a bit. Alright, I think this is the spot. Let's pull in here and see. Let's see, what does that sign say? Morgan's Bakery. Alright, let's see if this is the spot. Hopefully it is. Yeah, there we go. Very good. 26,000. Now see if I can get out of this this location. I may have to back out. Let's see if we can swing it. Oh, there's a... Oh, almost hit the fence. Oh, no. I did hit the fence. Let's see if we can approach this at a little bit different angle. just scraped out of there. Thank goodness we don't have damage. Hopefully that was the last of the traffic. So hopefully it's starting to lighten up a bit. It should get a little brighter here in just a few moments. And those cars there on the side of the road. Ooh, I'd come close to that one. Couldn't see them from the back view there. Ooh! That fence just... Man, I am getting a little bit of... Is it my frames per second here is bumping around all over the place when I'm in the cab view. Maybe I changed my graphics, some of my graphics settings, so maybe it's adding or reloading some of the shaders, I guess. Whatever it does. Alright, more wheat. So you know what I think I'm going to do while we are doing this exercise right here? I'm going to take this tractor right here. Let's turn the lights on. And let's hook up to one of those mowers because we just bought that mower. We don't need 3 mowers. So we're going to get one of these here. Let's just get the green one. I guess it doesn't matter. We'll hook up to it and we're going to send this guy down to the shop. We'll let a helper help us out while we are doing some of the selling. So that's something new there then, Mark. Huh. Yeah, I mentioned a little bit earlier that I adjusted some of my graphics settings actually down to try and help out with the lag I was getting on the server. I don't think that helped, but I have noticed going into some saves that I have that I've had to wait for it to kind of settle down, getting some spikes, but I didn't know if that was the cause or just what was going on. So we're going to send this fella down to the shop. That way we can drop this mower off and then we'll pick up the new mowers and bring them back. Let's see if he goes. Yep, there he goes. All right, back over here we got a full load of grain. And we'll just scoot right back down to the sell point. Luckily, it's just right down the road. Oh, I was going to repair it too. I forgot to do that. I have to remember to do that when I get back this next trip. I don't know if it's the trailer or the tractor that is in need of repair. It could be both, actually. Let's see, what can we do here? There we go. Alright, our second load of the wheat. And while we're waiting on that to unload, let's take a look real quick at our chickens. So, man, they still have 52. They're barely eating anything. So we're probably good for another year, I would think. So, sheep are actually doing really well too. So we can go ahead and probably sell all of this wheat. Shouldn't be an issue. Got it in one try that time. Oh boy. What did I hit? I don't know. Right, I want to jump back into cab view here because going down this road here, these cars that are parked on the side, they are pretty close. It's a little easier to see them in the cab view. That's right, armpit. That was a big bonk. Looks like my frames have stabilized too, so maybe that was all it was doing, is just changing out some of those shaders after the graphic settings. That's much smoother. Let's pull in here, get nose in just enough to get in the trigger, and let's go ahead and do a little quick repair. Oh yeah, that tractor needed. That was the trailer. Ah, I wonder if that's why it was struggling to get up those hills. Alright, one more load of wheat here. I think it'll be this one and then a partial. But let's go ahead and jump over here. Our tractor has made it down to the shop and is now holding up traffic. Now, that's odd. Snowman? But there's no snow. I think yep, there it is right there. So we'll go ahead and repair and sell that. We're not going to make much back. They're really cheap to begin with, but cleans up the yard a bit, gives us some space back. And we'll go ahead and pick up the other ones here. Now, you know what? I don't know if this tractor is actually strong enough to run this. I need to check that. Not that we're doing any mowing today, but I do need to verify. Let's see. Our tractor has... Oh, wrong thing. That one has 306. This one has 205. Let's see. So we go down here and... Where's the mowers? Right here. So... 160s to... Ooh, that may be close. With this on the class tractor here. We may have to run it on the case. Alright, so we're actually going to let the helper bring it back to the farm while we continue selling our crops. So far on this stream, I've done 0 farming. Well, I take that back. I did put out some fertilizer. But we are making money. Mark, are you talking about on my sugarcane playthrough? I am using the REA wheels mod and the slip causes destruction mod, I believe it's called. Those are the two I'm using in combination. And I tell you, that has been a bear to deal with. Not sure if planting sugarcane was the best use for those two mods, but hey, it is what it is now. I'm just trying to get through it. And if you guys have been following that series, actually, things are changing again. More equipment changes, but I'm starting to get it figured out. I think we'll get through it okay. Hey, Ethan. Oh, I nailed that one. Alright, swing wide, swing wide. There we go. Hey, Dylan. Yep, all is good. I appreciate it. Just enjoying a little bit of time off from work. Took a couple days of vacation today and next Monday. I got Tuesday off, of course, with a holiday. So doing a little stream here. I was out working. I mentioned this earlier in the stream. I was out working on a little outside project I had going on this morning, and got really hot doing it, and needed to cool off. So I did that and decided to go ahead and do a little live stream today. Had some downtime. It's blazing hot outside right now, so I don't want to be anywhere outside at the moment. So we are just doing a bit of computer time. Yep, we are using the boat. It is working out pretty good. Everything's functional. It ended up turning into a bit of a project. I always tend to overdo things. I'll find something and it's like, oh, you know, I can just use this as is. And then I get it and decide to just completely strip it and start from scratch. So we ended up doing a little bit more than I intended on it, but yep, it's working out and all is good with it. A little cheap boat we picked up just to have to take to the river and stuff, so. Yeah, Dylan, it is hot outside. I tell you what, this heat wave that's running through right now is making it miserable outside. Matter of fact, the boys are playing football this year, so they're already starting with some conditioning work over the summer, and so we're sitting out watching that last night or yesterday afternoon, and it's like 96 degrees, and you're sitting out in the sun. Just pouring sweat. It's just no wind or barely any wind. Blazing hot. Miserable. I am not a summer person. Let it be known that summers is not my favorite time of the year. Definitely like it cooler. Alright, so we have sold. You know, it is still dark. It's almost 8 o'clock, and look how dark it is. I don't understand that. Well, that's fantastic, Mark. Congratulations. 135,000 downloads. That's pretty cool. And as a matter of fact, we are using that on this particular playthrough. I appreciate that, Dylan. Yeah, Umbrian Valley, that started my Flip the Farm series that I'm currently on, which I do have to apologize. I have not made a video on that particular series in quite some time. I've just been struggling. Be 100% transparent here. Just not really enjoying Edgewater. I don't know what it is. I'm struggling with it. And it's not necessarily the map. It's just, I don't know, maybe I'm just in a funk with that series. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, I've been struggling trying to get that series moving along. But I do intend to try and, I either need to continue on with it or move on and keep this Flip to Farm series going. So I do apologize for all of the absent time, I guess, on that particular series for anyone that's been watching it. We'll get back to it eventually. Alright, let's go ahead and park these somewhere along in here. Yeah, I saw him update something a little while back on his console version of that map. I'm not sure where he's at with it. Yeah, that'll be a good one. He does great work. I tell you what, in my opinion, one of the best at decorating a map. He does really good job. All right, let's see. I think something just popped into the used. No, it didn't. I don't think so. So we're at 8 o'clock. Well, let's check on our prices here for, let's see, what do we have? Sorghum? I said, you know, we're still a little low on that. Let's check. Oh, we were going to sell the straw, weren't we? 88. That's correct. We were going to sell the straw, and that is way down by the shop, but that's okay. And you know what? I'm actually going to use, where did I put the case? I'm going to use the case this time to run it down. That class tractor seemed to struggle just a bit. Yeah, and as far as I know, Lancy Boy has submitted American Falls for testing, so that should be out pretty soon. Hopefully. So a lot of exciting things coming. Alright, let's see, what do we have? Straw, 11,000, there we go. Let's go ahead and... Oh, how about that? It went ahead and loaded for me onto the trailer. Do we have space for some more? I think we do. I don't know. I think we're sitting in the loading zone there. Let's see. There we go. Oh, and the trailer is full. Alright, so we're going to head on down and get this soda hop in cab view. Still waiting on daylight. I didn't see that, Mark. I know he had submitted that too. I didn't know if it... Man, they got on that one pretty quick. Because I don't think it was very long ago when he submitted it. I guess we got FarmCon coming up. Is it next week, I think? Or the week after? Sure, we'll get a little bit of news out of that event. I think they're going to release some new content information, I believe, during that. At some point during it. I think it would be neat to go to that 1 year. I would love for them to have it in the US 1 year. I don't know that that'll ever happen. If they did, I'd probably for sure go to it. But being in Germany, that is quite a trek for me. I'm not a single guy like some of the other content creators. They can just pack up and take off for a week or two. I'd have to make arrangements with a family or take them with me, so that would be a rather expensive trip for us. And so far, well, my channel ain't making enough money to to fund it, so maybe one day. I think that'd be neat, especially meeting some of the other content creators and the fans. I think that would be cool. Dylan, I don't think, as far as I know, Lone Oak, there's no plans to convert it. Now, that's not saying it won't happen. That was a fantastic map, one of my favorites. So I'd love to see it happen. Do I turn here or keep on going? Oh boy, what a... I can go on around. Splat. Little old lady. She on. Yeah, I figured that, Mark. They probably have a... He's got that inside connection, doesn't he? Oh, my chat is disconnected. What has happened? Hopefully you guys can still hear. I don't think I lost my feed, but I am getting an error saying that the chat has been disconnected. Oh, I'm sorry, I was looking at my tablet here. Oh, we got it back. Got it with the chat back. We took a little bit of a scenic route here. Yeah, that was weird. I don't think I've ever had just the chat disconnect. That was very strange. Oh, we just made it. Oh, we just made it. There's the sign. Finally. Alright, let me hop out into a cab view here so I can see where I'm going. Alright, just down the road here. I know, I love it. Doesn't it sound good, Dylan? Okay. I guess this is the sell point. Matter of fact, let me just... Yep, looks like it. Woo! A lot of strobing colors there. Should be right here. Now, I don't think we're going to make that much off of the straw. But they are really big bells, so who knows. Let's see what happens here. 675. Huh? 27,000? I'll take that. Cracked $700,000. You know, with the silage we still have in the in the shed. We may get $1 million before it's all sold. That's pretty exciting. Easy money, that's right. And it makes it really easy when you have the auto-load trailers. So I think with that 700,000, I think we should go ahead and buy our next plot of land. No, I didn't know that, Mark. I really hadn't dug into it that much. Maybe I should. I've just ran it, whatever default settings there are. It has given me some fits, though. I tell you what, that has been a difficult series. Although fun, it has been rather difficult to to not get extremely frustrated on that playthrough. It's been my own doing, but you know, it's been an interesting challenge for myself. But yeah, it's been a little bit aggravating. And I think part of it too is you know, I've used some non-base game mods, and those don't always jihad just right. So, you know, I may just been fighting an uphill battle, really. So it's weird, it's taken, I mean, I know it's in December, but we're almost to 9 o'clock before it's gotten really daylight. Of course, it is overcast, it appears. If I'd have known it would take that long, I would have slept until 9 o'clock. Actually slept till 8 o'clock today. That's my first time sleeping that late in a long time. Woke up in the middle of the night and couldn't go back to sleep for a couple hours, so I was tired. Hey, no problem, David. I appreciate you hanging in there with us. Catch you next time. Hopefully you enjoy the rest of your weekend. Rest of your day and your weekend, I guess. Alright, so let's go ahead and buy some land. Let's do that while we're here. As a matter of fact, you know what? Let's pay this loan off. We have $100,000 in loan still, so let's get that paid off. All right, so we are debt free, and we still have $600,000. So let's go ahead and buy this field here. I think this will be a good field. It's right near a farm. We could buy something like this. 162. You know, we could get some of those, but I think this big chunk right here, I think that'll be the ticket. So let's go ahead and buy that. 487. We're down to 115. And I don't think that I can put anything else on that trailer. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. We will sell these another time. Let's get one more load at least of the silage. Let's unload these right here beside the shed. Alright, let's back up. In fact, let me back on up because I think those are going to spawn right where we want them, or right where our tractor was. And so what do we have here? We have some grass, we have silage. Actually, we are getting down to the nitty-gritty here. So that grass should end up fermenting at some point. We have these here, so let's go ahead and, you know what, let's just spawn out what we need. I think it'll hold 32 or 28. Let me see. What does it hold? 28. So let's just spawn 28 bells. Let's see, can I type? Nope. Gotta click through it. There we go. Now, that should all fit on the trailer. And then let's see where we're going to take it. Silage, we're going to the biogas plant. So a little bit of a different place, and I do know where that is. Let me untag the animal dealer, and we're going to need to turn around. Okay, Mark, appreciate that. Yeah, I tell you, when I started my YouTube channel, I was actually had been playing Farm Sim for about 6 months, I think, and I come into Farming Simulator 19 sort of late in the game. By the time I started playing, a lot of mods had been released and everything, and so yeah, I started my channel and got to, you know, making content, making series, and I felt like I never got to use a lot of the equipment that was available, a lot of the mods. And so one of my goals for Farming Simulator 22 was to start using a lot more mods, just trying things out, getting use out of them. But to be honest with you, there's been so many released. I mean, we really have had a lot of mods released in Farming Simulator 22, and I'm still struggling. Still struggling trying to use it all. Now, there's some of the stuff I'm just not going to use just because I don't like doing 3 meters at a time. But the other stuff, I mean, there's some really good stuff out there, and I just hadn't had a chance to use it. And I'm struggling once again to find the time to use all of the different equipment. I did, Mark. I started on console. Yeah, I thought about that just the other day, you know, flipping through some of the mods. I was like, you know, I hadn't used this, hadn't used this. Well, I hadn't used this, or this, or this. And I mean, it's just like the list kept going on, and I'm like, man, it's happening again. I'm just not able to, even maps. You know, there's maps that I haven't even touched just because I don't have time. Yeah, I am Armpit. The PC world makes this game, I think, way better. It's fun on console, no doubt, but you know, there's frustrating times when you flip your truck over and, well, you can't get it flipped back upright. Then you have to reset it, and you had to reset the trailer, and then you lose all of your contents, and you know, so yeah, being on PC and being able to use things like super strength and stuff like that when you need to is definitely much better in my opinion. Yeah, and I struggle a bit even on this multiplayer server at times because, you know, even though I'm on PC, we do have it set up as a cross-play server, And so that limits us on the mods that we can install, as a matter of fact, which in the vehicle view, it's not that big a deal. But when I'm out of the vehicle, you got the little aiming dot, and I can't stand that thing. I think that just makes for a terrible picture, and so I don't like it. But I can't take it off without completely I can disable the entire HUD, but I don't think there is a console command just to disable that. Now there may be, but I'm not aware of it. So we've done a lot on this stream here. We've sold a lot of bells. I still have quite a few to sell. It's going to be a little bit frustrating selling some of those smaller quantities of bells. As a matter of fact, it may be better to maybe hook up the pickup and throw a few bells on top of that. Maybe take it down as well. But either way, we'll get it eventually. We've kind of gone to using the bigger bells at this point. We were using some smaller bells early on just because of the trailers we had. Yeah, I know, Mark. I do that as well when I'm using a controller. I try to be as smooth as I can on my content, but you know, if you go to the cab view, right now I'm using the steering wheel, so you do see the steering wheel kind of reacting a little bit more realistic. But if I go to the controller, which I switched over to now, and you turn in, you get the big jerks with the steering wheel. Ooh, I may not make it. Well, I made it, but not gracefully. Alright, so we are whittling down the bells in this shed here. Let's see, what do we have left? We have still 179 bells, but we have the straw bells that are still 5,000. So we have one more round of 5,000 liter bells we'll get rid of, and then we'll be good to go on just the same size. So, with that being said, we have bought a new plot of land. We have sold a bunch of stuff, made a bunch of money today. And we're in December, so kind of going to be moving along through the winter activities from this point forward. Again, if you guys are interested, jump on the Discord server and join on the multiplayer server here. We have a few folks that have been on it fairly consistently, so jump on. Can't talk. Jump on and join in, and get to know some folks and have some fun. It's free, doesn't cost you a thing. It's just something I have done to give back to the community. Hey, Left 9, I'm doing good, but unfortunately, it's been about 2 hours, a little bit over 2 hours, and that's what I had allotted for this stream. So we're going to call it here. I do thank each of you for hanging out with me for this time, and I appreciate all that you guys do to support me. Without y'all, this whole endeavor would be a waste of time and worthless. So appreciate you all. Have a great rest of your day. It is Friday going into the weekend. Have a good weekend, and for all of the US based folks here on the stream, have a happy 4th of July next week. Stay safe, be good. We'll see you next time.